A father and a woman have been arrested after a 3-year-old boy accidentally shot himself in the head over the weekend. At around 9:30 a.m. on Saturday the 21st of January, paramedics responded to reports of an injured child in In-Town Suites Hotel, located along West Market Circle in Lithia Springs, Georgia. The 911 caller said the child hit his head on the refrigerator. When medics arrived, they did not believe the story aligned with the child's injuries, and they suspected he had been shot. EMS involved law enforcement and transported the boy to the local hospital in a critical condition. According to family members, 3-year-old Amir Porter was visiting his father, 23-year-old Devontae Porter, on Saturday morning when he allegedly gained access to a gun and shot himself in the head. After interviewing Amir's father, Douglasville police charged Devontae and 29-year-old Demetria Martin with aggravated assault, cruelty to children, reckless conduct, false statements, and tampering with evidence. The relationship between the pair is unclear. According to relatives, the child's mother, Sierra Scott, is the sole provider for Amir and works night shift at PepsiCo. The investigation into the matter continues. A teenage boy was fatally shot in the Chicago suburb of West Pullman, Illinois on Sunday while trying to buy shoes from someone off social media, and another teenage boy was injured. Chicago police said that around 2 p.m. on the 22nd of January, 17-year-old Jordan Nixon of University Park was with another young man in a parked car, and they met with the seller along 11900 block of South State Street, near 119th Street. After the seller took the money from them, he pulled out a gun and shot them both. Jordan was shot in the chest and died. The other victim, 18, was shot in the elbow and was taken to the Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn, where he was listed in good condition. No arrests have been made, and no suspects have been identified in the case. Authorities are urging anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers. The investigation into the matter continues. Gwinnett County Police in Georgia have arrested 2 men following the beating death of a 52-year-old Atlanta man. 23-year-old Jason Alvarado and his brother, 21-year-old Brian Alvarado, are accused of severely beating Raul Diaz Villalba, who was hospitalized for more than 3 weeks before he died from his injuries. Police said that on the 20th of December, officers responded to a home on Selman Drive in Duluth on an assault call and found Raul unconscious and bleeding, with multiple lacerations, discoloration, a swollen face, and wounds all over his head. The officers provided aid at the scene, and Gwinnett fire officials took him to the local hospital. Investigators said the assault stemmed from a fight with the victim over money. Raul died on the 14th of January. The medical examiner determined that his cause of death was a result of head injuries that he sustained during the attack. Jason and Brian are charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, robbery and false imprisonment. They're held at the Gwinnett County Jail without bond. Authorities in Chicago, Illinois are investigating a shooting in Humboldt Park that killed a 35-year-old man over the weekend. At around 7:05 p.m. on Sunday the 22nd of January, Marcus Hope was in the 700 block of North Spalding Avenue when he was shot in the face. He was taken to the Stroger Hospital in a critical condition, but died from his injuries a short time later. No further details have been provided on the matter. Investigators have asked anyone with information on the shooting to contact Crime Stoppers. A man was arrested on Saturday night after police say he entered an occupied home in Corcoran, California and exposed himself. At around 7:30 p.m. on the 21st of January, authorities responded to the 1000 block of Hale Avenue and learnt that a Hispanic man entered the premises and exposed himself to the resident inside before fleeing the scene. Through their investigation, officers were able to identify the suspect as 30-year-old Peter Vasquez. Later that evening, officers were dispatched to the 1000 block of Letts Avenue regarding a prowler who was later identified as Peter. Peter was circling around the house and broke into the backyard. Once in the backyard, police said he began peeping into bedroom windows. The homeowner confronted Peter and was able to detain him until officers arrived and took him into custody. He was booked into the Kings County Jail for entering an occupied building and exposing himself. His bail was set at $20,000. 31-year-old Tabitha Paul of New Bern, North Carolina, didn't get to go home after meeting with her probation officer because of what she brought along with her. On Tuesday the 17th of January, deputies with the Craven County Sheriff's Office went to the probation office after receiving a call about Tabitha bringing illegal drugs with her. Tabitha had been on probation for felony possession with intent to sell, and felony trafficking of a Schedule I controlled substance. She now faces multiple criminal charges, including felony possession with intent to sell and deliver heroin, methamphetamine, and acid, felony possession of heroin, felony possession of a controlled substance on jail premises, possession of a Schedule III controlled substance, and some probation violation warrants. Tabitha is held at the Craven County Confinement Facility on a $300,000 bond.